There was a lot to like about Minnesota Vikings center Garrett Bradbury in 2022. The former 2019 first-round pick out of NC State, the Grim Reacher, finally had a career year after spending the first 3 seasons of his career. Not so much. And the Vikings declined his 5th-year option, and now he heads into free agency. And the Vikings, they have a decision to make. Do they bring back Garrett Bradbury? Do they pay up and secure his services for long term? Or not so much? All right, so we actually have 5 reasons why the Vikings should not extend Garrett Bradbury. So we're going to lay out our case here. Number 1, cost. So estimates of there's a wide gamut, right? So there's no perfect way to gauge the market. Pro Football Focus has estimated Bradbury's contract at 3 years, $18 million. I don't think that's going to happen. Spot Rack is estimated up at $11.9 million per year. I think it's going to be somewhere in between. I think it's going to be closer to the spot rack. Like, it would not shock me if Bradbury gets $10 million a year in free agency. Now, should the Vikings pay up, given their cap situation? No. And it goes into reason number 2, 1-year wonder. So Bradbury, first 3 years of his career, he was PFF's worst graded center. Win, play, show, that's a trifecta that you don't want. Now, he was 11th this season, but still allowed 29 pressures, and Kirk Cousins was under duress. Now, you could say that it was the guards around him. Ezra was not good this year. Ed Ingram obviously had his growing pains in year 1. But, I mean, it does come down to Bradbury, where Kirk still faced a career high in sacks, career high in pressures, and Dalvin had a career low 4.4 yards per carry. So the interior offensive line was an issue, and Bradbury, even though he was improved, he is at the epicenter of that. And, again, this is a spot of don't let good be the enemy of great. Yes, it's fantastic that Bradbury eked into the top 10 of centers this season, but that's where he should have been all along. Right? And yeah, you could say, well, it's a new scheme. Chris Cooper and Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips, let them work their magic. Or has Bradbury peaked? Are the Vikings getting out of the market at the correct time? I don't know. Number 3, scheme change. So for the last couple of years, it's been outside zone. Have these undersized, athletic offensive linemen, blah, 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 blah. But I'm kind of sick of it. Like, just give me a bully up front. Like, I want the center guards to be 330 pounds. I don't want them to move. I want them to reset the line of scrimmage every single time. You saw what happened with the Eagles. You saw what happened with the Chiefs. I mean, just having this amazing steamroller offensive line. I want that back, man. And Bradbury, even though he improved this year, he's still not that guy. So looking at free agency at Ethan Postage, who's a guy that I've wanted forever, or in the draft, John Michael Schmitz coming out of from the Gophers, Joe Tippmann from the Stupid Badgers in the draft, or Cody Mauch. I actually think that he could project inside the center. So there's a lot of different options at the center spot. Number 4, the Giants game. So the wild card game. So he came back from the back injury, and Dexter Lawrence did terrible things to him. So, like, all of the issues that we've had with Bradbury, throughout his career, where it's like, hey, he gets bench press into Kirk Cousins' lap, instant interior pressure, and you saw it over and over and over again, especially on that 4th and 8 play, by the way. But 5 pressures, and there was 0 run game going on against the Giants. So I think it was a microcosm of everything that has been concerning about Bradbury over the last 4 years, and I don't know. Are you ready to pay $10, $11 million per year for that? Nah. Lastly, number 5 is the back issue. So you've never met a guy who used to have a bad back or used to have back issues. So he missed 5 games with the issue, came back against the Giants. Was he 100%? I don't know, but that's something that the Vikings will have to be concerned about, where it did impact him in the final stanza of the season, and is it something that is going to be a recurring problem, right? So, with coming from the center position, you're always low, you're always playing with leverage, and that does wrench on the back. So, is it something that is going to be a long-term issue, and do you want to pay up for a center who finally had one good season? And like I said, it was one good season. It wasn't one great season. It's not like he was a top 5 center. And are you ready to pay 8 figures per season for that? I don't really know. So I think it's a spot where don't let good be the enemy of great. I think the Vikings should let Bradbury walk in free agency. He's going to get paid. The Vikings will get a nice compensatory pick in 2024 because of an expiring contract, and then start over on the offensive line and let Kwesi get it right. All right, so again, build a bully up front and then go from there. But that's it. 5 reasons why the Vikings should not extend Garrett Bradbury. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.